it'll be a leaner, meaner industry.
Michael Daigle manages both the Lula and Westfield sugar mills here in Assumption Parish.
If you just squeeze it without water coming on.
And like most mills during the off-season, there's been lots of prep work and cleaning lately, and lots of upgrades recently, especially here at the Westfield mill.
This is the evaporators. This is where the juice is. The water is evaporated out the juice. It becomes a very thick syrup.
Right now, there are only 16 mills operating in the state, and one recent study sponsored by the American Sugarcane League shows that in the next 5 to 10 years, that number could fall between 8 and 12 mills.
20 years ago, I think you had around 22 or 23 sugar mills, and we have to grow big. I mean, it's simple economics. You've got to get bigger. You've got to have more throughput, more volume.
More volume is exactly what the Lula Westfield mills will see this year. They're expecting to grind some 1.7 million tons of sugarcane this year, that from nearly 27 producers in the area. However, there's nothing Daigle and other sugarcane industry folks can do about the recent announcement by the USDA that the overall allotment quantity has been reduced by a whopping 20%.
We can only market 80% of our sugar this year. So we'll have to keep 20% in these warehouses you've seen outside. So instead of, normally we get paid over a 12-month period starting October, finishing September the next year. In the 12 months, we'll go to 15 months. We'll be able to market it in the new fiscal year, which is starting October.
And so just how bad will this reduction in the sugar allotment hurt the state's sugar industry? Hard to say today, but it'll definitely have a negative impact. And who knows, maybe if some of this language in the 2002 Farm Bill would have been in the previous Farm Bill, sugar mills like Evan Hall here in Donaldsonville would have never had to stop grinding.
That's hard to predict. We had two basic problems. One was the low price. The other one was the ability to acquire more cane supply.
Charles Tebow is the chairman of the National Legislative Committee for the American Sugarcane League and has also served as the president and GM of the now closed Evan Hall Sugar Mill just north of Donaldsonville. This mill last grinded cane back in 2000. And while Tebow says this allotment reduction is necessary and what the industry requested, it still won't be easy.
But it's for the next 2 years, or maybe a little bit longer, but generally speaking, in the next 2 years, until the inventories get back in balance, there will be some pain. There'll be some sugar that's not sold, and as a result of that, some folks might not get paid for their sugar right away.
But ultimately, both Tebow and Daigle think the entire sugarcane industry will be stronger in the long run. In other words, no more 16 cents per pound sugar, and hopefully no more large purchases of surplus sugar by the government. For This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Bill Sherman.